I'm still part of you guys. I'm still considered the youth. But I want cinema to be, especially Philippine cinema, I want it to be in good hands. And if there's an opportunity for you guys to learn from great filmmakers, take it. Work for free. Pay for it if you have to. Because trust me, those are priceless moments. Moments that maybe will never happen again. Yeah, sorry, I always put DreamWorks. I'm a Spielberg fan. I think the title of his company is really, perfect. DreamWorks. And three things that I always encounter with people. If you can't read it, I'll read it. Is always believe. Okay, I always say you need to believe. It's so easy to be inspired, maybe after this talk or after watching Hele later or after this camp. You're gonna be you're gonna be believing, yes, kaya ko, I can do it. But then you wake up, reality sinks in. Diba? Wala tumatawag sa'yo, there's no offers to do work. So I always say, don't unbelieve what you've already believed. Because it's so easy for the world, the reality, to discourage you, to say that you can't do it. But stick to, like I say, always go back to that moment that made you fall in love with what you want to do. Because there are times I've woken up many times and what am I doing? Is anybody gonna watch this? But you just have to be sure that your foundation, you're really grounded in what it is that you love, so that when that time comes, you can kind of brush it aside. When doubt seeps in, push it aside. Make that film, or help that filmmaker make that film. It's a team effort. Collaborate. You guys learning something? Kind of got serious. Kind of got quiet. I think if you say you know it all, then good for you. But I don't know. I don't think anybody knows it all. And that's the beauty of filmmaking. I think that's the reason why I don't want to say profession, the job, but that's the reason why it's so exciting. Especially you never know it all. For me, always be teachable. Meaning, allow people to speak into your life also and give you guidance. I guess some people can be harsh with their criticism, but take it as constructive. Maybe he's maybe hating on you, but hey, he's hating on you for a reason. Maybe you did something good. So as much as I don't want to read reviews of my films, I do, because it helps me. I may not agree, but hey, okay. So constantly be teachable. Seek inspirations. Meaning is don't coop yourself up in wherever you are in Manila. Go out, go to Banao, get inspired. I don't know. For me, traveling, road trips are really inspiring for me. Create that, seek it, look for it. Because the inspirations for me don't come to you. You have to go to it. I don't know. So put yourselves in situations where inspiration can hit you. And then don't be afraid to tell your stories. This was a big, when I was starting out in high school, I was so afraid to tell my stories because I know people will hate it, people won't like it, but that's probably why you need to do them. And trust me guys, even the greatest filmmakers today have critics. So nobody, not 100% will not like your film. There will always be somebody who will not like, but don't be afraid to tell your stories. That's the only way you'll find out what kind of impact, what kind of effect it will make. Allow the moment to capture you. In an age where technology is so time-consuming, sometimes the moments, the organic moments, you ignore it. And I was a victim of that. I must say. Coming up here in Banawe, I was looking at I was catching on text messages, and then I totally missed the beauty of what I could have been seeing outside. So going back, I'm gonna put my phone in my folder. I'm not gonna look at it. I'm going to look at my view. So allow the moment to capture you. Don't be so consumed in the reality. Don't be so consumed in what you see. Work with the best, right? And respect the craft. That's what I meant about working with the likes of a Joey Luna, working with the likes of Alab Diaz. Put yourself in a situation where you could learn from the best, so that you could respect their craft. And hopefully take it into your voice in your filmmaking. But stay committed. Watch all kinds of cinema, as I mentioned earlier. Just watch films, just watch. If you fall asleep, okay now, just watch cinema. Just watch cinema. Don't lose focus on the story. At the end of the day, if you're so confused, go back to the story. Go back to that story And that's why I always say a good script, a good story is crucial. It can get so confusing on the set, but always remind yourself why I'm here. Trust your instincts and take risks. I mean, sometimes those are the best decisions you'll make in a film. It's the instincts that you get on set, and that's why I say always be prepared. Take that risk, and if it fails, hey, you tried. If it's great, then say, yeah, I thought about that long ago. But I mean, a lot of scenes in my films were accidental. The transit with the fire trucks, or sometimes you think it's a bad take, pero magaling. You're using it in the editing room. So trust your instincts, take risks. Always find ways to make it work. I think this is also very important because you're not gonna get exactly everything that you want on a film. So instead of being a crybaby or a spoiled brat, "No, they're not giving me the crane shot that I want," Ay talagang kailangan top shot. Find a way to make it work. Maybe you can climb stairs, I don't know. But find a way to make it work. Don't give up or don't tell your team, okay, pack up because you don't get that shot. Find a way to make it work. And I guess maybe when you become, Spielberg, then maybe you can have all the toys in the world. But in the meantime, at least for me, trust me, I've come to shoots where, this is not there. The lens I wanted is not there. But I can't say done. So find a way to make it work. Don't pretend to know it all. Ask questions. Don't pretend to know it all. Ask questions. But also at the same time, you have to pretend to know it all. Then go figure it out. That's what I always say. Trust me, there's been many times I will tell my clients, okay yan, kaya ko yan. And then, ate, paano direct? Wait lang. So, I guess there are certain situations where, you can ask questions, go for it. But there's also certain situations where you just have to pretend to know it. And then you just go figure it out. I mean, guys, with the day and age of internet, I hate it when somebody asks me a question now, It's like, hey, type it on Google, man. You can get it yourself. Or, anyway, but go figure it out. Open your eyes and mind to something new every day. Try to always see the world in a different perspective. One film that sticks to my mind now, I don't know if you saw Dead Poets Society.
Yeah.
Robin Williams stood on a chair, and he taught his students to look at the world differently. Because we always tend to look at the world from our vision now, right? But how does it look from here, from there? Open your eyes and your mind to something new every day. And for me, is always think like a child and have fun. There's nothing like the innocence of a child. Find a way to bring that into the projects that you do. Because it will be stressful, it will be tedious, but at the end of the day, always have fun and enjoy what you're doing. And this is also important. Thank God every day that you get to do what you do for a living. I'm just so excited that I get to wake up and tell stories, and people are there wanting me to help tell their stories. So don't forget that, and always stay rooted. Always ask yourself why you're here in the first place, and that's always E.T. Every time I watch E.T., I remember 1988 with my dad, and it inspires me. Don't get too caught up on trying to make the next best film. Never caught up on trying. I need to dapat ganito ang film. I need this actor. No, just go and do it. Go figure it out and make films, make stories. This is one of the few industries where you can be the director until the day you die. I mean, you see George Miller directing Mad Max 3 Road at 70 years old. It's like, how the hell did a 70-year-old direct that film? I don't know if you guys saw that. I mean, Spielberg, Scorsese, they're in their 70s plus. I mean, and to be able to continue to tell stories, I think for that long, you need to really just love it like a child. So yeah, I mean, those are just, I say I put 17 pointers just because, I have a company called 1017p. A little bit, cheesy. We do have a website. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much just wrapping up.